Welcome back to another video. Like the title says, this is the beginner's guide to camping. I've had people ask me, what do I need? What is the gear that you need? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna break this down, because the basic necessities for survival are shelter, food, and water, which would be your tent. And then of course the food, what type of cooking supplies you would need, like a stove, pot, pan. And then of course, water is pretty simple. A water jug, maybe some water bottles. That's what we're gonna do. We're keeping it simple. We're going to the basics, trying to help you get out to go camping. Included with the shelter, meaning your tent, is also gonna be an air mattress and a sleeping bag. This one here is rated as a 4-person. This one here is rated as a 2-person. This is my smallest lightweight tent if I'm going solo in the summer. I've got the small lightweight air mattress to go with the small tent, and then we've got the bigger one to go with the bigger tent. I did not put the fly on. It does not show the vestibule. I just want to give you an idea of the size, and we can kind of have a look from back here. You can kind of see the dimensions, all mesh around the sides here and the top, right? And you can see sort of the size. I'm gonna get the air mattress blown up and it'll give you a little bit of a better perspective of the size of the tent. Here's the sleeping bag, 2-person sleeping bag, 2-person air mattress. You can see the size of those. We'll get that set up and then show you what it looks like on the inside. You're gonna need a pump of some kind. You can use a hand pump. Some of these have a built-in foot pump. They work okay, but it tends to take a long time. So I don't recommend those. So you can get a compact air pump like this. Some that are battery operated. This one is corded. I just happen to have it plugged into my power pack for this purpose. But the plug is one that you would plug into the socket in your vehicle. Okay, depending on the type of air mattress that you got or the type of pump that you've got, basically a lot of them have what's called as a Boston valve. It's a 2-way valve or a 1-way valve. So on this particular one, if I only take the outside cap, air can go in, it doesn't come out. But then to release it at the end of the day, there's a second valve. When I take that, then all the air comes out. That way, you're gonna make sure that your air mattress stays inflated the first time you fill it up. This one, I believe, is a double or a twin. It's not a queen size. We do have a queen size that we normally use inside of this one. This air mattress is big enough for 2 people. And the nice thing we like about the size of this tent for 2 people is you can see how much room we have on both sides, so that we can put our clothing bags, some extra gear, whatever we need, and then we're not cramped inside. We got our summer tent, we got the air mattress. This is a double sleeping bag right here. You can sleep 2 comfortably. And of course, got a little foam pillow here just to show you. Tent, air mattress, sleeping bag, and maybe a cozy pillow. Now, look at the difference between the size of the air mattress for that tent, the air mattress for this tent, and the sleeping bag. Roll this one out. Pop open the back. Make sure the valve is ready. Here we go. That's it. We don't need a pump. There you go. That is our super lightweight air mattress. We'll throw this in the tent and show you our tiny little sleeping bag. And this is my lightweight, simple setup. All you really need to know is the basic temperature rating of your sleeping bag. So this one is rated to +7 degrees Celsius. The double one that we have is rated to -9 degrees Celsius. So we can use that one in the late fall. But look at this, super simple, lightweight. This one is rated to 7 degrees Celsius. Let's toss this in here. There is our lightweight sleeping bag and our lightweight compact air mattress, and of course my little pillow. This is the one that I was telling you is my 2-person. You could easily fit 2 people in here, but not a lot of room for your gear. But as you can see, for a 1-person tent, this one is perfect. Oh yeah. That's good. Ooh, that sun is hot. It was actually the next day. While I was filming, storm was rolling in. That was predicted. There were some black clouds and there was some lightning in the distance. I had to scramble to get everything packed up, get the tent and everything, sleeping bags and all that stuff packed up, get my camera gear in the house before the storm let rip. I put the fly on this tent and I left it. I was gonna come out and film if it was raining, but there was lightning and I am not gonna mess around with that. Got the tent, got the air mattress, got the sleeping bag. That is your basics, okay? Now we're gonna talk about the cookware. Don't spend a ton of money, especially if you're just getting into camping. Just get the basics. That way you can get out, try it, see how you like it, and then you can start to build upon from there. This stove right here, I think this one cost $30, okay? New. Comes in this little carrying case, okay? And single burner stove, and the fuel source is in the side right here. That's one of these little butane canisters. To ignite it, you just turn the igniter right here. You can hear the fuel, and that's it. It's on. Really simple to use, okay? We'll turn that off right now. Here is a different type where it's a smaller surface. The fuel portion is attached to it. So this is one compact little unit. It's got these little fold out feet. There's 3 feet, so it's like a tripod. And this stove, it's gonna be a little bit more expensive. So you're gonna get into maybe the $80 range for something like this. You gotta pressurize it. So there's a little primer here. You pressurize it, and then it has the little dial on the side. You wanna have yourself a lighter or some kind of lighting source. That comes out. Look at that. Give her a click. It's gonna be a yellow flame at first, but once it heats up, it's gonna turn to that nice bright blue flame, and there you go. Now this one I've had for at least 20 years. I've used this from coast to coast when I lived in the Rocky Mountains, and I've used this stove at minus 25 Celsius. This has to be the most reliable compact unit that I've ever had or that I've ever used. And the nice thing about it is that the canister is attached. When this is full, I can easily get a whole weekend out of using just this one compact unit. So if you're going by yourself, or maybe there's 2 of you, this type of stove is really effective, and it's good for all weather conditions. This is an old pan that we had that we used in the kitchen, and as it got older, well, now it's become our camping pan. Here is a simple little pot. That snaps off. There you go. Got myself a simple pot. I've had this pot for easily over 20 years. I think I got this pot and this stove at the same time, and I've been using them ever since. Now you can get cook sets that have multiple size pots that all fit into one another, and the bottom portion is a pan. They have those cook sets. You can get all different types and different varieties of them, but like I said, keep it simple. Bring a pan, bring a pot, you're good to go. We've got the shelter taken care of. Tent, air mattress, sleeping bag. We've got the food part taken care of. We just need something to cook it on. You need a stove, a pot, a pan. Now, as far as cutlery goes, we'll leave that up to you. I put it in this little stuff sack. I mean, this is just like a little bag that holds like a little stuffed pillow that you could put in there. So, you know, I've got a few different things in here that come in handy. A set of tongs, okay? You're really gonna want to have a set of tongs, especially if you're gonna be cooking at the fire, right, and it's really hot. That is gonna help. The usual, some cutlery. So of course we have sporks. We've got the fork and the spoon combo. We usually go with a plastic set of bowls and plates. I think there's a set of 4 that comes with 4 bowls and 4 plates as a kit, and they're usually not too expensive. You can find these anywhere, you know, that has a setup. They make kits that you can get plate, bowl, and cutlery all together. It doesn't have to be expensive. I have several of these type of water bottles. This brand is Nalgene. There's a whole bunch that are out there. This is, the plastic is Lexan. And I've had these for years and years. You can see the collection of stickers over the years. These do not leak, okay? I trust them. I have about 6 of these, different sizes. These bottles do not leak. We also have a couple of different water jugs. I got this water jug, when I was out in the Rockies at a church thrift shop for $1. $1. And I think I only had a $5 bill on me, so I gave it to the church and said, here, put it towards your donations, $5, and I've got myself a water jug that also does not leak, and it's got the little spout that flips out, so there you go, I can pour my water. So there you go. That's the basics that you need as far as your cookware, okay? A stove, a pot, a pan, your cutlery, a bowl, and a plate, okay? That's it, you're good to go. I do recommend some tongs, like I said. I'm gonna show you a couple of extra things that you will want to bring. It's not a lot, but simple things that are gonna help you on your camping weekend. The thunder is rolling in again, and it is getting really dark at the moment, so I might have to jump up and get going. No big deal, we'll make it happen. You're gonna want a lantern of some kind, okay? Tons of them out there. Here's another lantern. This one just pops up, turns itself on. So a little bit smaller. This is like maybe 10 bucks or something, okay? Batteries go on the bottom. That's gonna get you through a whole weekend as well. All right, close it up, turns it off, okay? So get yourself a lightweight little hammock, it's not a hammock, it's a hatchet. Get yourself a small, simple little hatchet like that. Don't forget, all of this stuff fits into this bin. So I got the one bin and I'm ready to go camping. What else? Bring your own toilet paper. Look, I got 2 rolls inside this little plastic zip bag, okay? Bring yourself some toilet paper. Trust me, okay? Don't rely on the facilities. Maybe a flashlight, okay? So I've got a flashlight, we've got headlamps, we've got lanterns, lots of lighting. If you're not proficient with lighting a fire, you can get these fire starters, okay? It's a little package, looks like a chocolate bar, don't eat it. You just need to break off a little piece and put it in, light it, it lights up, put your kindling around, and you've got a fire going. It's a little fire starter stick. You don't need to use the whole thing, you can break off a small piece. Usually that is good. Look at that, that's a little bug net. And you know what? The skeeters are getting bad right here. Get yourself a little bug net, throw that over top. There we go. We'll keep the skeeters out. If you're thinking of going backcountry camping, backpacking, canoe camping, I highly recommend that you go with somebody that is experienced, because it is far too easy to get into a dangerous situation if you don't know what you're doing and you don't know exactly where you're going and how to get in and how to get out, or how to necessarily read a compass and stuff like that. All right, it's time to get packed up because the clouds are rolling in. I'm gonna get packed up, I'm gonna get in there. So give it a thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're on the road to 1,000. Well, we're at 600, but we're still on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Appreciate the comments and the support from all over the world now, which is really cool. And there we go. Just get out, get yourself some camping gear and go camping. Trust me, you're gonna love it. And then you're gonna wanna go more and more, and then you're gonna say, hey, Chris, thanks so much. I went and did my first camping trip. I'll see you on the next adventure, and it'll probably be a camping one. See you soon. All right, guys, before you go, I just want to show you real quick how to reserve a campsite. So I'm in Ontario, Canada, so I'm on the Ontario Parks Reservations. You are going to have to create a user profile, which is free to do. I've already gone ahead and logged in, and you can look at your previous reservations, but for right now, we're just going to go into the reservations. This is very easy to navigate. Okay, once you're here, you just go into the section that shows the parks, and I'm going to scroll down just to Silver Lake, just because we've gone there several times, and I'll just show you real quick.
Click on Silver Lake. When you're arriving, when you're leaving, it's the number of nights, party size. You have to choose the type of equipment. So we're going to be using a single tent, and we go into here for search. Now it's going to show us a map of the campground. Any of the ones that have a red dot means that it's booked, and if it has a green, it means that there are sites still available. We'll look at this one here. Click on, we'll go to the overall map. There's a couple of sites still available. Click on the site, and the nice thing is on the sidebar here, it shows you a couple of photos, so you can actually have a look at your campsite that you're going to be reserving. So you can get an idea of the size of your site. And then if that's the one that you want, you just go down to reserve, and then it'll bring you to the next page to put in your information and your payment information, and then there you go. Very user-friendly website, and if you're looking to get out and do your first campground camping trip, then log on to your local website and just navigate it through it, and it's just that easy. There you go. So happy camping, everyone, and have yourselves an awesome camping trip.